See, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. What's 8 times 3, guys? 8 times 3. 8 times 3 is... It's... it's enough! Hello everyone, my name is Joseph and welcome back to the Popsicle Knight channel. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. Please take a second to click the like button if you like this video, or hit the thumbs down if you don't. Also, if you enjoy the contents of this channel, please subscribe if you haven't already. Also, be sure to look for MARNIE throughout this video. These code giveaways are compliments of PTCGO store.com. If you want to purchase Pokemon online codes, be sure to check them out, and there will be an affiliate link in the description below. Or you can use my promo code KNIGHT22 at checkout so you can get a 5% discount. So for today, we'll be taking a look at VENUSAUR VMAX. In the US, you can only get these cards by purchasing the V Battle Decks or the VENUSAUR VMAX Battle Box. First, let's take a look at VENUSAUR V. Instead of using the promo VENUSAUR V though, I will instead use VENUSAUR V from Champion's Path set, which is stronger in my opinion. It has 220 HP with 3 retreat cost, and it has weakness to fire. It has 2 attacks. The first one is Pollen Bomb. For 2 grass and 1 colorless energy, it will deal 80 damage, and your opponent's active Pokemon becomes asleep and poisoned. And its second attack is Solar Typhoon. For 3 grass and 1 colorless, it will deal 220 damage, and you can't use this attack on your next turn. And its G-Max form is VENUSAUR VMAX. It has 330 HP with 4 retreat cost, and it has weakness to fire. I suppose you can still use the buff padding to increase its HP, but I will do without it in this build. It has 2 attacks, but first, let's talk about its second attack, G-Max Bloom. For 2 grass and 2 colorless energy, it will deal 210 damage, and it heals itself by 30 HP. And that 30 HP heal may not seem like much, but it could allow VENUSAUR VMAX to tank more hits in many cases. But what we will focus on in this build is on its first attack, Forest Storm. For just 2 colorless energy, it will deal 30 damage times the number of grass energy attached to all of your Pokemon. So our main goal will be to attach as much energy on our other Pokemon so that it will increase Venusaur's attack. Our first method is with the help of Rillaboom. Rillaboom has the Voltage Beat ability. Once during your turn, search your deck for 2 grass energy and attach it to one of your Pokemon. And our second method will be with the help of Cherrim. It has the ability Spring Bloom. As often as you like during your turn, you can attach grass energy to any of your Pokemon with no rule box. While we can't use Cherrim to energize our V or GX Pokemon, we can energize our other single prizer Pokemon just for the sake of increasing our grass energies in play. And so, as long as you have energy, our VENUSAUR VMAX can pretty much one-hit KO any Pokemon in the game with the Forest Storm attack. And I've also included a Zarude V in this deck, more for its Jungle Rising attack. For 2 grass energy, it will deal 100 damage, and then you can choose to attach up to 2 basic energy from your hand to your benched Pokemon in any way you like, and the Pokemon you attach the energy to will be fully healed. So you can remove all damage to 1 or 2 Pokemon in your bench as long as you have basic energy to attach to your benched Pokemon. So not only is Zarude V helping to attach energy to our Pokemon, it can also help fully heal VENUSAUR VMAX or our other Pokemon. For consistency, I am using Snorlax for its Gourmandize ability. While it ends your turn, you draw cards until you have 7 in your hands. But since we have Cherrim in this build, we can easily energize its attack, Body Slam with 4 grass energies. And for 4 colorless energy, this attack will deal 100 damage. Then you flip a coin if heads paralyze your opponent's active Pokemon. This is great for stalling or just to deal a significant amount of chip damage. And I'm also using Dedenne GX for its Dedenne Change ability. When you play this from your hand to your bench, you may discard your hand and draw 6 cards. This is really great for pulling into more energies. And as for the rest of the deck, I have Energy Recycler, which is great for putting up to 5 energies from the discard pile back to the deck. Next is Energy Retrieval. It's also good for getting 2 basic energy from the discard pile. into your hand this time, and this combos well with Cherrim. Next is Evolution Incense, Ordinary Rod, Quick Ball, Rare Candy, more for evolving our Rillaboom. Next we have Switch, Boss's Orders, Cheryl, which is great for fully healing our VENUSAUR VMAX, and even though you discard all its energy when we use this, VENUSAUR VMAX Forest Storm attack only requires 2 energy, so you can use Rillaboom to re-energize VENUSAUR VMAX. Next up is MARNIE, Professor's Research. This is great for drawing into more energies. And Skyla, which can be very helpful in finding our rare candy or our other trainer cards. And as for energy, I have included 1 aromatic energy to prevent any special conditions from affecting our Venusaur, and 17 grass energy for a total of 18 energies in this build. On paper, if you attach all 18 energies to VENUSAUR VMAX, its Forest Storm attack will deal a maximum of 540 damage, which no Pokemon in the game can survive at this time. And that's pretty much it for this VENUSAUR VMAX build. It's a pretty simple build. Just energize, energize, and energize some more. Attack and fully heal as needed. And the deck list will be in the description below. But enough talk, let's see how this build works. Alright. So we're going to start off with Snorlax. We have 2 Professor's Research. We can probably put this energy on Snorlax because we can build it up anyways and we can attack with it. I'm just going to Gormandize for 1. Not much we could do. We're up against a Mienfoo. This is a Mienfoo deck. Maybe Altaria Mienfoo. Mienshao. No, it's a Coalossal deck. Okay. Yeah, it's nice and refreshing to see other decks being played in the ladder. Everybody's just playing Shadow Calyrex or Ice Calyrex, and then Rapid Strike or Shifu. You know, it's kind of gets boring when you fight the same builds. Not much to find here. We'll just have to use Professor's Research. We do get a Grookey, which is good. I'm just gonna go Gormandize for 1, but we have Evolution Incense. We can get our Rillaboom, use Rare Candy, and we can start attacking with our Snorlax. We can even knock out this Mienfoo with Snorlax. Coalossal VMAX is weak against grass, which is great. As long as we set up our VENUSAUR VMAX, we should be fine. They're gonna Marnie us, and that we're gonna lose our Rillaboom there. Very unfortunate. We do pull into a rare candy, but not much else. We can put VENUSAUR V in the bench, but now I'm scared that they're just gonna retreat and knock out our Snorlax, because Snorlax is weak against fighting. We're just an energy. Coalossal can knock out our Snorlax if they have an energy on the top of their deck. Here's the Mienshao. They'll evolve. If they have a Rapid Strike energy, they can also knock out Snorlax. But they're gonna retreat. Eruption Shot, but our Snorlax survives. Alright, Snorlax. We do pull into a Cherrim on our top deck. We can use Ordinary Rod, but we could probably use that later on. Let me start energizing VENUSAUR V. And I'm just gonna probably have to Gormandize here because we need more cards more than anything. And we get a Cherrim, which is great. Now we can fully energize Snorlax, but most likely they're gonna knock it out this turn. Yes, Snorlax is great. It's actually a 3rd attacker here in this build. And in case we encounter like the Decidueye, which is immune to any attack from V or V Max, we can use Rillaboom to attack for 140, which can 1-hit KO Decidueye. So we have a matchup for that. And that's an interesting combination, using Green's Exploration on the Coalossal deck, because they don't use any abilities. You can get 2 trainer cards ASAP with the Green's Exploration. Alright, Evolution Incense. But that's gonna be it for their drawing. They have an empty hand. Well, they're gonna draw a card here, but still, hopefully our opponent doesn't have anything else, so we can advance. See what we could do here. Let's evolve into Cherrim first. We have 2 energies. Let's go ahead and use energy retrieval. You can attach 1 energy on Venusaur V. Let's go ahead and use Quick Ball first. And I hate to do this, but I feel like Cheryl can be discarded, and I probably just use the Dene GX here to draw into more cards. And since we're gonna discard all this, might as well just discard an energy, use Ordinary Rod to get it back. Then we can get Venusaur V and use Ordinary Rod to get maybe Thwacky and Venusaur VMAX back to the deck. So just in case, you know, we don't have any more rare candies, we can just slowly build up our Rillaboom line. We just attach this energy, which will build up Venusaur V's attack or VMAX attack. So dead age change. We do get a Skyla, which we can get a rare candy here. We still have one, so now we can evolve our Rillaboom. So looking good so far. Go ahead and evolve Rillaboom. I don't need to play another Cherrim line here. And I'm just gonna energize our active, put another energy, and we can one-hit KO this Coalossal VMAX, because Venusaur V can hit for 220. That's 440 damage, knocking out this Coalossal VMAX for 3 prizes. So I think we got this match in the bag. We are hitting for weakness, and this is just a favorable matchup overall. We have Skyla. We can evolve into a Venusaur VMAX. So we pretty much have this, and they don't have any cards in their hands. So that's it. Yeah, Mean Xiao with Coalossal though, the tar generator, is it's a very interesting concept there. Very interesting. Let's see. We can evolve into Venusaur VMAX using Skyla. There's the Evolution Incense. Go ahead and evolve Venusaur VMAX. And then let's show it. That's it. We're just gonna keep attacking until we win, right? Nothing should be able to survive. Here we go. Force Storm for 300 damage. We're hitting for 300 damage now. So that's it. Okay, our opponent will scoop. Good game. Alright, we're gonna go first here. And we will start with a Snorlax and a Cherubi. So we have a chance to evolve into a Cherrim later on, energize our Snorlax and start attacking. And we also have Quick Ball, so we can start building up our Rillaboom line. We have a rare candy. And I should, or could, energize Snorlax and just Gormandize this turn. We are up against a Wailord V. So Wailord V will not be able to attack Snorlax just yet. So we can safely put some energies on our Snorlax this time. And typical build of a Wailord V is with the help of the Glimwood Tangle, which lets them reflip their coins for a better, in hopes of a better result. But that can actually help our Snorlax with the Body Slam. We can reflip to paralyze their Wailord V. Let's go ahead and evolve into Cherrim. We have Evolution Incense for our Rillaboom, and we have Rare Candy to attach or to use to fully evolve into Rillaboom. And all we need is a VENUSAUR VMAX line. And I think I can sacrifice Cheryl, get our VENUSAUR V, start energizing it. Let's go ahead and use Spring Bloom first, and I'm probably going to use MARNIE. Yeah. Then we can put that energy recycler back to the deck, which could be useful later on in this game. We have Zeraora V, energize our VENUSAUR V, and I'm gonna Spring Bloom Rillaboom, use Voltage Bead on Snorlax, start attacking this Wailord V in the active. So hopefully we can paralyze it. Come on, let's go. Give it a second. Okay. Unfortunately, it didn't work. That would have been very helpful because if they have energies on the discard pile, they can use the first attack and fully energize their Wailord V in the active. And with the help of that Cape of Toughness, Wailord V is going to be able to get up to 300 HP. 330 HP actually. 280 plus 50. 330. That's a VMAX. That's a VMAX HP. And it only gives up 2 prizes. So, and it has actually the capability of knocking out our VMAX. It can hit for up to 360 damage if they can get 3 heads in a row. So I'm just gonna keep energizing our Pokemon here. I can probably get rid of this and just get the Dene GX so we can get pull into more cards. I'm gonna switch into VENUSAUR V. Hopefully we can get a VENUSAUR V Max. And we are gonna energize that. Use Professor's Research so we can pull into more cards. Let's go ahead and Spring Bloom to our Rillaboom and Cherrim. And Voltage Beat for 2 more. That's a lot of energy, guys. So I'm gonna go ahead and just put it on Zeraora V. For a Storm, for 360 damage. We don't have to flip coins to deal with 360 damage. But you know what? They're only giving up 2 prizes, so unfortunately, you know, that's the way it goes. But you know, I'm not underestimating my enemy, because if they are able to charge up their Wailord, especially with the Frostmoth, they can easily put energy, and they have Melanie. And that's actually a pretty good build with Melanie. Wailord, Capacious Bucket, so that can fully energize the Wailord. All they need is to retreat, probably with a air balloon. And if they can get 3 heads, they can knock out our VENUSAUR VMAX. Just just really bad. They're gonna pass though. I guess they can't retreat. We have Skyla to get a switch, and I'm just gonna use Snorlax to knock out this Frostmoth. We'll give up 1 prize instead of 3. So I'm gonna go ahead and just energize VENUSAUR VMAX some more. Knock out this Frostmoth for a prize. It doesn't really matter if we can paralyze it or not, because it's knocked out, right? So we got 1 prize for that. But this Wailord, oh boy, they're gonna boss our VMAX, and they're gonna hope for no. Oh boy, there you go. There's the Wailord V. And there goes our attacker. Their main attacker is gone. Easy, 3 prize right there. Ooh, we pull into a VENUSAUR V though. Go ahead and re-energize. Just gonna Ordinary Rod to get. I mean, we could get the VENUSAUR line, but I think I'm just gonna use that Ordinary Rod to get the VENUSAUR V. Get 2 energy from the discard pile, because VENUSAUR V can deal 220 damage on its own. So Body Slam, hoping to file paralyze this Wailord V. Let's go! Let's go, Snorlax! The best. The best Pokemon in the game, Snorlax. So now, that's gonna prevent our opponent from attacking. And unless they have another basic to go into the bench, that's it. We have a VENUSAUR VMAX. We still have 3 prizes to go, so we have another Wailord to take care of. Bird Keeper. Okay, so that will release them from paralysis. Maybe they have a switch. There it is. And yeah, they can knock out Snorlax. They need two heads though. 2 heads. 2 heads. Ocean Waves. Oh man, there it is. 2 heads. Exactly what they needed to knock out our Snorlax. And we lose a bunch of energy actually from that. So we'll make do with what we have here. So let's go ahead and evolve. See, we got 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We should have enough to knock out this Wailord V. But let's go ahead and Marnie. Maybe we can find more energy to attach onto our VENUSAUR VMAX. And we get energy retrieval. Go ahead and Rillaboom the last 2 energies onto our active. And energy retrieval, we can Cherrim these to our other Pokemon. And we can attach one on VENUSAUR V just in case. Spring Bloom the other ones to increase our attack even further. And we're just gonna Force Storm. I'm just gonna go all out because it all comes down to a bunch of coin flips, you know. If they can fully energize their Wailord V, their 3rd Wailord V, they can just one-hit KO, potentially one-hit KO our VENUSAUR VMAX. So again, it's one of those things where it's either they have it or they don't. So nope, they don't. We win the game against this Wailord V. Alright, good game. Alright, we're gonna choose to go first. And Snorlax goes into the active as always if we have it available. We have Grookey and Venusaur to go into the bench. And Blaziken V, look at that. Go ahead and Gormandize. We have Evolution Incense and Evolution Venusaur VMAX. You just have to switch it out. You can start attacking. Blaziken V is a fire type, so it can do a lot of damage, but it does 130 damage. It will only do 260 damage on our Venusaur VMAX. So we would be able to tank 2 hits. Go ahead and evolve our Rillaboom. Have Rare Candy. And I'm just gonna attach energy. And I'm gonna put 2 energies on our other Venusaur V. So now either one of them would be able to attack even if one of them gets knocked out. So always anticipate for the worst. Maybe they have a boss. Again, they're hitting for weakness, so they can definitely knock out our Venusaur V. And there's the Blaziken VMAX for sure. They can knock out even our Snorlax in the active because it is hitting for 130 damage. Oh, look at that. Look at that. What did I say? Boss for knockout against our 1 Venusaur V. It's a good thing we have another one, but still, it's going to be a little difficult to kind of retaliate back. We have another Snorlax, which can also attack. Let me go ahead and energize Snorlax. Maybe we can chip damage on it. Body Slam. 400 damage. Paralyze. Yes! Let's go, Snorlax. Snorlax is on fire, man. Snorlax might as well be a fire Pokemon, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, so we'll be able to stall here. We can even use Venusaur V to attack for 220 damage, and that can knock out this Blaziken VMAX. And it's a Zeraora Blaziken VMAX build, and they're also using Octillery. Nice, our opponent has the MARNIE deck box thing, sleeves and everything. They even have the coin for MARNIE. Kinda neat. Maybe I can trade for one in the trades. We'll see. And they have the alternate art Crobat V. Actually, I don't know if I like the original or this one. I'm not really sure. I like the original one though. It's pretty simple. It's a simple art design. This one is a little bit over the top. I don't even know what it's doing. Spinning, maybe. But they're just gonna attach another energy, probably thinking that they won't be able to knock it out. We won't be able to knock it out, but we have Skyla, but we don't have energy. Maybe we can get a switch with this professor's research. Come on, get me a switch. Unfortunately, we don't. Maybe we can also hard retreat with Snorlax V. Or we could Dedenne. Come on, give me a switch. Yes, we do. Okay. I went all in with that one. We did discard a lot of cards though. So let's go ahead and switch into Venusaur V. We can voltage beat 2 energies on our Venusaur, and we can knock out this Blaziken VMAX. Solar Typhoon for a knockout. There it is. 3 prizes against the fire type. We did lose two prizes, but you know, in exchange we got 3. And even then, their Zeraora won't be able to deal any bench damage at this point because they didn't attack last turn, and it's not going to be able to deal the bench damage. But if they do manage to deal bench damage, our Dedenne GX is in danger. So they can get 2 prizes for that. We'll have to evolve Cherrim because Zeraora, well, actually it won't matter. Boss's order. Who are you gonna boss? Maybe Rillaboom. Or our other Snorlax. No, they're gonna go for the Rillaboom. Okay. It is also weak against fire. But they don't do enough damage. Rillaboom survives. For a second there, I thought it was gonna get knocked out. Okay, we still have a lot of switch. We can let's see. Let's thin out our deck. How many? Go ahead and just get Grookey, thin out our deck, I guess. Evolve into Venusaur VMAX. Energy recycle. We don't need that yet. Just go ahead and thin out our hand as much as possible, I guess. I can hard retreat with Rillaboom. Just voltage beat onto it, put an energy, and we can do hard retreat. Let's just go ahead and do that. Anyways, we're increasing energy in play. I'm gonna go ahead and just get these 2 energies with the energy recycler, and I'm gonna MARNIE. I'm hoping for a switch, but if not, we can always hard retreat. Ooh, we get 2. All right, and a Cherrim. So let's go ahead and evolve into Cherrim. We can even play this 1 energy onto our Snorlax, probably our other Snorlax. Then we can switch into Venusaur VMAX, and we can easily knock out their Blaziken V. So, and then that's pretty much all we could do, really. So, Forest Storm for 360 damage for 2 prizes, and that leaves us with 1 more prize left. their Zeraora can knock out one of our Pokemon. You know what? They can actually boss our Cherrim and knock out Dedenne. They can still win. But they're gonna use Avery. Okay. I'm down with that. We can remove our Dedenne GX and even Rillaboom. We can sacrifice our Rillaboom. Yeah. I know it's a bold move, but I'm gonna do it. So so now they are not gonna be able to they're not gonna be able to secure the knockout they need. And with this Passimian, its ability won't even work because none of our bench has any. None of them are V or GX Pokemon. And we have a boss. All we need is one prize left, but we have so much energy in play right now. We can use Forest Storm or the G-Max Boom. They're gonna knock out our Snorlax, but you know what? It doesn't matter. We have 4 energies on our Venusaur VMAX, and we could just G-Max Bloom to knock out this Zeraora V and heal 30 damage for the win. Good game, man. Good game. Alright, so it looks like we're gonna have to start off with a Zarude V this time around. We do have a Cherrim line, but that's not gonna help us energize our Zarude V. So, attacker in the active, support our Pokemon in the bench. You can attach the energy on Zarude V, and we can start attacking. All we need is another energy. We can start attacking with it. 100 damage, though, is a little, it's a little low, but the sooner we can start attacking, the more damage we're gonna be inflicting on our opponent. So we are up against a lightning type build. Right now they're using a Mewtwo and Mew, which can go every which way. Mewtwo and Mew can copy any GX moves in the discard pile or the bench. So alright, they're gonna pass. They can't do anything else. Evolve into Cherrim. We can start attacking, Juggle Rising, and we have no energy to attach, so okay, our opponent's gonna attach another energy on their Mewtwo and Mew. This yeah, it can go any which way, especially if they have like Incineroar. Incineroar. Use a GX attack that can one-hit KO a lot of Pokemon. And there's Pikachu and Zekrom. Look at that. I have not seen that tag team for a very long time. Especially with Urshifu VMAX running around. It's Rapid Strike Urshifu is on the top of its game, and Pikachu and Zekrom has just left the scene. Let me just go ahead and attach that energy to Snorlax. Another energy. I could attack, but I think I'm just gonna retreat Zarude V, and I'm gonna Gormandize here. It's tempting to just keep attacking, but I feel like they could just one-hit KO our Zarude V, and we're gonna be left with nothing in our hands. So I might as well just Gormandize so that we can have access to a lot more cards. They could KO Snorlax because they can copy Pikachu and Zekrom's attack for 150. But still, at least we have access to our other Pokemon. So now we have Venusaur V, and start building that. And they're gonna get a prize for that, and they're gonna energize actually. either itself or Pikachu and Zekrom. Okay, they're gonna go for Pikarom. Fully energize it with 3 energy. And we're just gonna promote Zarude V. We have Venusaur V in the bench. And I'm gonna energize Zarude, and I'm gonna use Jungle Rising. We can energize Venusaur V with the 1 energy. So it's like we attach 2 energies during that turn, and at the same time dealing 100 damage on this Mewtwo and Mew tag team. We still have 130 HP to go against this Mew 3. Not much going on here on our hand either. Just not good. If we only had Grookey, it'd be nice. We could have started building its evolution line, because we have Thwackey and Rillaboom already. And they're building up that Pikachu and Zekrom really well. And if it starts using its GX attack, it can hit the bench also. And you probably noticed that I haven't been using Mew with the bench barrier on some of my builds. It's just I'm trying to get used to not using it, because once it rotates out, the standard is just gonna be left with no bench defense. And they can actually use the GX attack with that energy transfer. And they have a switch. Look at that. But you know what? Zarude V will survive with 10 HP, which is kind of good. So... And they're gonna hit Venusaur V. Okay. I mean... Okay, I can evolve into Venusaur VMAX. We have Grass Energy. I can sacrifice Zarude V. Just get a Cherrim. Evolve. So we have 2 Cherrims. And I'm just gonna use Zarude V to Jungle Rising. Attack for 100 damage and energize Venusaur VMAX. And at the same time, fully healing it. So we will lose 2 prizes with because they'll be able to knock out our Zarude V. But at least that gives our Venusaur VMAX a second chance, or another chance to kind of hopefully we can get back into the game with this, because they're really getting ahead. If they knock out our Zarude V, we can promote Venusaur VMAX, but we're not going to be attacking for much. What do they have? They have Zeraora. Okay, 2 energy for I think 110 damage, 120. Which is not bad for a 1 prizer. Yeah, they'll knock out our Zarude V, but we have Venusaur VMAX to probably chip away at this Pikachu and Zekrom. That's pretty much all we could do. But they'll need at least 2 attacks, or actually 3 attacks, to knock out our VMAX, because it has 330 HP. They already used up their GX attack, so they'll be hitting for 150 each. So we can survive at least 3 attacks. So for now, let's Forest Storm for 90. Not much, but we can knock it out in the next turn. And we're drawing into a dead hand here. Not much we can do. Maybe we can target Mewtwo and Mew the next few turns and get our last 3 prizes once we knock out this active. So they can always switch into the other Pikachu and Zekrom. But for right now, this is what we got. This is what we got. Okay, they're gonna full blitz. ooh, we get another energy. Nice. Let's actually use G-Max Bloom. We can heal 30 damage. Okay. Get a Marnie. Good. Quick Ball. And a Candy. Okay, so we can probably get a Grookey now. Hopefully we can evolve into this Rillaboom and start piling up our energies in play. Hopefully. We can only tank one more hit after this, because even if we heal up on the next turn, it won't be enough to tank another hit afterwards. Okay, the Dene GX. Oh, they also have Tapu Koko V. Interesting. Actually, that Tapu Koko V could have been very strong against our build, because we rely on a lot of energies in play, and Tapu Koko V, that one, can increase attack depending on how many energies is in your opponent's board. However many energy your opponent has in play. It's kind of like a VENUSAUR VMAX, but not your own, but against your opponent's Pokemon. And I was actually thinking of using that Tapu Koko V against like Shadow Rider VMAX builds. So I'm gonna go ahead and use Cheryl. We will discard all this energy, but at least our Venusaur will survive. Let's put this energy and we're gonna Gormandize. I'm hoping to rebuild this Venusaur V as soon as possible. We have energy retrieval, which is great. We can use Cherrim to start attaching that. So that will leave 6. We can use Ordinary Rod to get that back. We have Skyla. All we need is another component, probably an Evolution Incense, or even just a rare candy would be nice. Get Rillaboom and we can start building up our energy. And all they need is 2 more prizes. Let's see, we can attach an energy. Let's go ahead and get 2 energy with this energy retrieval. Okay. Let's go ahead, see if... Oh, there's no more energy retrieval. We have rare candy. I mean, I could use a Dedenne. So what I'm thinking of doing is just getting all of these energies attached. Spread out these energies. And one more probably on Rookie. I'm gonna get these 2 back. Zarude and Snorlax and 2, and we still have 4 in the deck. I mean in the discard pile. Let's go ahead and get our Dedenne GX. We still have 7 energies in the deck now. Hopefully we pull into some more. See, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. What's 8 times 3, guys? 8 times 3. 8 times 3 is... It's enough! It's enough to knock out this Pikachu and Zekrom for exactly 240 damage for the win. Good game. Alright, so far we have been going first in our games here. Venusaur, we have 2 Venusaurs to put into play. And let's go ahead and attach that. Get a probably Dedenne GX. or a Snorlax. I'm just gonna go for the Danny GX. Maybe we can pull into more cards. Okay, not much, but that's okay. We drew into a Marnie and a Professor's Research, so we have a lot of options there. But they have Crushing Hammers, which doesn't work. Another one, which doesn't work. Nice. So we're up against a Moltres V so far, and it is weak against grass. So I don't mind that, you know. Yeah. This matchup against this Moltres V is acceptable to us, right? Because it is weak against grass type. So I wonder if this is a no, it can't be. I was thinking that it's a Eternatus VMAX, but they don't. They wouldn't use Korrina's Focus. So I'm just gonna energize Venusaur V. Use Professor's Research. We get a Cherrim and a Snorlax. I could evolve into a VMAX already and attack for the 2 energies that we have. That will be what? 120 damage. 120 damage. You know what? No, because we can attach one more on Snorlax. So that's 180 damage, yeah. 3 times 3 is 9 times 2. 180 damage against this Moltres V for just 3 energies in play, which is not bad. Not bad at all. So this is looking good so far. All we need to do is knock out this Moltres V. If they attack, they're gonna be hitting for. They're gonna damage themselves with 30, but it's not gonna be enough to knock it out. Moltres V will survive with 10 HP if it attacks. And it looks like they're also using Slowking VMAX deck, or just probably Slowking V, because they're using Galar Mine to prevent their opponent from retreating by increasing their the retreat cost. But so far we have 1 switch in the discard pile, and we have 1 more in our hand, so we still have access to 2 more switch. The reason I have a lot of switch is because Venusaur VMAX has 4 retreat costs, and that can be very difficult to handle if our opponent has a upper hand, and then they'll just retreat. But you know what? We drew into a boss. I think I'm just gonna finish off this Moltres V to get 2 prizes right away. And that was a that was a great top deck there with a boss. So now we don't have to worry about the Moltres V, which energizes itself. All we have to do is take care of this Slowking V now, which it is weak to fighting, so we're gonna be hitting it normally. And again, all we have to do is really just build up our energies here. I wish I had a Rillaboom line, which would make it easier. And they have another Moltres V, but we only have 1 boss in this build, so we've used it up. We'll just have to wait for that Moltres V to get into the active for us to knock it out. But as of right now, they don't have any energies on their Slowking VMAX, and it can't attack because it needs 2 energies. Unless they have an energy switch after using their Moltres. Just wait and see what our opponent is up to. Gonna use Pierce. Obstagoon, okay. Capture energy in an Obstagoon. So it's the one that has the ability to limit your opponent's hand. So if they do use that ability, I'm probably just gonna get rid of Cherrim. Or Cherubi. Okay, they have a Cricket Tune, so there it is. Get rid of Cherubi. It limits your opponent's hand to 4 cards only. Let's go ahead and evolve, I guess, to VENUSAUR VMAX. Attach an energy on VENUSAUR VMAX. Also attach an energy on Zeraora V. Let's just do that. And I'm gonna go ahead and just use Snorlax. And with Skyla, I'm gonna get a Professor's Research for our next turn, just in case. And I'm just gonna Gormandize here. And we drew into 4 energies, which is crazy. So now all they need is Dark Energy to power up their Slowking. And they could knock out our Snorlax, and all we have to do is switch into our VENUSAUR VMAX. And that will leave us with 4, 5, 6, 7 energies, but then we can use Professor's Research to pull into more cards. So 7 times 3 is 21, 210 damage. And the Slowking has 320 HP, so we'll need how many more? Go ahead and get rid of these 3, including the energy. That's fine. Hopefully we can draw into more cards that will help us get the energies back to our hand and our deck. So hopefully, I'm hoping we get enough energy so that we can one-hit KO this Slowking VMAX. That's the goal, anyways. Just see, our opponent also has Cramorant V. Max Toxify, and that will knock out Snorlax. Exactly 130 damage, including the 120 damage with the poison. So here we go. This is where it all starts. Spring Bloom, at least, you know, get enough damage against this Slowking. Can manually attach one on VENUSAUR VMAX on the bench. Actually, let's put it on Zeraora because we're using our active to attack anyways. Let's go ahead and use Professor's Research. Come on, get us more. Get 3 and Energy Retrieval, which is great. And we have 3 energies. Put 2 of them back. So let's go ahead and just Energy Retrieval here. And we're we're gonna put all of this on Cherrim. Because Cherrim is the only one that doesn't have a rule box, so see. 6 and 7 energies for a Storm for 330 damage against the Slowking VMAX. And finally we get a Grookey and 2 more energies, which is crazy. So that's it. We're gonna be hitting for a lot of damage. Nothing they can put in the active can knock out VENUSAUR VMAX, and we can just knock out any of their Pokemon at this point. Okay, they're gonna use their Obstagoon's ability, which is kind of yeah, annoying. I'm just gonna throw away the Rillaboom line because at this point we don't really need it. But they're gonna go for the Cherrim. But you know what? even then, we have enough energy in play to knock out this Moltres this Moltres V, because it is weak against grass. So let's just go ahead and use the other VENUSAUR VMAX. Just attach one more energy. And let's just go ahead and Force Storm for the win. 300 damage against this Slowking Moltres V deck. And that's it for the video. Again, shout out to PTCGOstore.com for allowing us to receive PTCGO codes to give away. So if you're looking to purchase some online codes, be sure to check them out. And you can click on the affiliate link in the description below, or use my code KNIGHT22 at checkout for a 5% discount. If you enjoyed this video, please take a second to click the like button. Let me know in the comments below what you think of this build and the gameplay. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you so much for watching the Popsicle Knight channel, and as always, stay safe and have a great day.